trick with gold is you have to be patient. Patience is a virtue. Gold is elusive. That's why it's so valuable. The thing is, you have to learn to be patient. That's why gold is so valuable. So what we're going to do is, I've got some material here. I know it's gold-bearing material. What I usually do is, when I'm out prospecting, and we'll do some more videos of prospecting and all that, probably not too much longer, but we're going to get back into doing videos and stuff. I've been doing this for a long time. What I want to do is talk to you, this isn't a teaching video to learn how to pan, or there's plenty of that out there. If you want to learn how to pan, there's plenty of videos. All you have to do is go out there and find them. What we're going to talk about today is the basics of being patient, because patience is a virtue when it comes to panning for gold. Gold is very heavy, so it tends to want to sink to the bottom. In fact, I'm looking at my little gold pan here, and I'll probably see if I can try to raise it up for you. But I'm looking here, and I can see little specks of gold down in there in the bottom of the pan. So what we're going to do today is, I have some material. What I usually do when I go out prospecting is I'll take a pan and I'll pan the material down and see if there's any kind of gold or anything in the material. And what I'll usually do is I'll find a section and I'll take 3 or 4 different test pans, and if I don't see anything, then I move on to the next location. And then I'll repeat that process. And once I find material that's got gold in it, then what I'll do is I'll take that and I'll run it through a sluice box. And then what I'll do is I'll catch the concentrates and I'll bring those home, where I can be home here in the comfort of my home and pan them down. Again, I know there's gold in this material because my test pans revealed gold. So providing that my sluice box was set up properly, I should have some pretty good gold material. Okay, so what you're looking at here is, you're looking at my setup. I'm gonna just bring this up here real quick up to the camera, because I do see some little gold flakes in here. They're tiny, but if you look in here, you can see that. You can see this. See if I can move this water. You can see the little, where's my finger here? There we go. You can see it in there, in the water. Little tiny flakes of gold in it. Okay, so we've got jet dry. Jet dry is what you put in your water to help relieve the surface tension. And get my handy dandy little spoon here. And what we're going to do is, I know this is good concentrate, so we're just going to take a little bit here and put in our pan. And go ahead and get that liquefied there. Take our time, pan it down. And if you'll notice, I have a pan here. I'm panning into another pan. It's a safety pan. And I will probably go through and pan this down again, just to make sure. Okay. Now we're going to turn it around. Oh, there's lots of black sand in there. Black sand does not always mean gold. So don't be fooled by that. You want to check your bigger rocks. Now there's an interesting find. Piece of lead. Very heavy. That's what you're looking for, your heavy stuff. Because that's where the gold travels, is with the heavy stuff. Alright, let's keep going here. Now, I want to point out, I don't know if you can see this or not. Let's see if I can come over here. Sometimes you'll get these little flakes that tend to just kind of bounce around in the water. Don't know if that's coming out or not, but if you watch how light it is, it just kind of moves around. That's not gold. It's probably pyrite. Okay. A wise saying, all that glitters is not gold. Gold is heavy, and it will stay on the bottom of the pan. Even the tiny pieces. Try to get all these blondes off of here. As the black sands come up towards the top, you just stop panning, bring them down. Okay, look right there. Watch. See if I can do this. Look at the gold coming out. Look at that. Look at all that gold. Just coming up to the surface. It's all over. It's everywhere. Look at it. Look at that little piece right there. Look at it. And we're still here, panning some of this stuff. Trying to get this down to the fine stuff here. Get some of these big rocks out of here. Okay. Get all that light stuff out of there. Look at all that black sand in the pan. A lot of black sand in there. Now, just because you see black sand doesn't mean there's gold. But it is a good sign. Nice and easy. Go ahead and switch sides. Let's rock and roll these things out of here. Yeah, there's lots of black sand in this pan. Just get all those blondes out of there. No worries, because I have a safety pan, so. Alright, let's take a look here. Get some of this big stuff. Got too much water in here. Alrighty. Start rocking this stuff back. Notice how all the lights fall first. Now there's some specks right in there of gold, fine gold. And I'm going to show you how to get that out of here in just a minute. Go ahead and clear that out of there. Notice how all this material stays up top here. And we're just going to wash that on out of there. Okay? Now, that fine stuff up there in the corner. You see it? All that fine gold. So we'll get our snuffer bottle here. We'll go ahead and pull that corner out. There we go. And let's do it again. All material washed back into the pan. Let's do it again. If there's any gold in there, it'll come up into the corner of this pan. And you can see a couple of very tiny little flakes right there. I don't know if the camera can see it. So we'll get our snuffer bottle. And we'll go ahead and pull that corner out. And that probably is going to do it for that batch. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look, see if we see any more in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that process again. And we're going to try to bring all that material into this corner here again. Now, I don't see any gold in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this in the pan, in the safety pan. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take what's in the snuffer bottle and we're going to get all the fines out of that. Okay, so yesterday I did some panning, and I pulled some of this fine gold out of here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Can you see it on there? So that's just a little bit of the fine gold that I pulled out of this material yesterday. So we're going to try to get some more out right now. So here we go. Got our snuffer bottle. Now inside the snuffer bottle you see all that black in there. That's our gold. That's got gold in it. You're going to see that. What we're going to do is we're going to continue the same process that we just did to get the gold out of that. Oh man, there's a lot of gold. Look at that gold down in there. So let's go ahead and get some more water in here. Rinse this out and dump it down in the pan here. Now, it's not going to matter if we get it all out, because we're going to be doing this process again. We'll get it all out eventually. So here's what I want you to notice. I want you to look down in that pan. Can you see all that gold down in there? Alright, so let's do it again. Same process. Now what I want you to notice in the pan is, notice how I swirl the water around and the gold just kind of stays there because it's so heavy. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to bring all this stuff down there in the bottom of the pan. Get a little bit too much water in here, so get rid of a little bit of that. Now we're going to do the same thing we did last time. Okay. We're going to and now you'll see there's all this gold here. There's some over here too. We're going to get that in a minute, but we're going to work on this little corner here. So we're going to get our snuffer bottle again, and we're going to pull all of this out. That's all we want. Shake all that material back into the pan, and we'll do it again. And we're just going to continue this process until we get all that gold separated from the black stuff. Now, let's tap some of that down. Now what you can see is you can see that line of gold back in the back, and we're separating the black. Okay, let's take that. Okay. Let's continue doing that. And there it is. Now we're going to take that line. See, what we're doing here is just a simple process of elimination. Each time, we're getting less and less black and more of the gold. It won't be long before all we have in here is gold. You'll see. And there's just a little bit here. That's it. Okay, so it's only taken us a few tries to do this, but as you can see by the process of elimination, as you can see, there's quite a bit of fine gold down in the bottom of that pan. It's pretty cool. That's, my friend, is why it takes patience when it comes to getting the fine stuff. Not every time you go out you're going to find it. Sure is pretty, isn't it? Okay, we're going to clean this up, and we've got some more concentrates that we're going to keep working. So, anyhow, thanks for watching.